No wardrobe change just yet. This poem is called Suppose, and we're still on Golden Panda. It's my favorite track by them, and it is called If You Happen to Like It. Let me get to it. It's called Vanilla Minus. It's groovy. This was written back in July 20th of 2008. Suppose I could forgive you for being you. Suppose, hypothetically, you ever showed anything other than a desired truth, but I could still forgive you. Suppose I'm entertained by your efforts to control me to the point where control becomes a satisfied reason for conversion, becomes good enough for inclusion, and I could forgive you. Suppose the only thing I disliked was the understanding, the overwhelming recollection of all the reasons why I despised you, and then still forgive you. Suppose I have the strength to forgive and forget, and I just say that because I'm supposed to, and I forget you. Suppose I have the authority to adopt the belief in the destructive nature of self-professed moral superiority, and suffer the majority to figure it out for themselves. No clues, no hints, no arrows, and it was no accident. And still, I forgive you. Suppose I purposely convince myself to believe in the acceptance of the freedom of forgetting, realizing the things that torture most are those tragedies haunting our memories. And in spite of your influence on my most notoriously tortured rememberings, I still courageously forgive you. Would you become familiar with remorse, or perhaps befriend a thing like regret? Would you be humble enough to hear my request and contemplate what I suggest? Could you come to the conclusions that even in your serpentine delusions, you were just like all the rest? A fucking mess. And no amount of repentance could ever erase your deep-rooted unrests. The danger lies in pretense and in conscious perpetuating of the pretend, providing the most profitable past, the most passive convenience. Pride proves precocious and succeeds only in pushing us further apart, while proposing a solution in parody to the puzzling partnership parading around in pageantry. Pride forcefully presents a remedy. It seduces with its effortlessness and the promise of the way out always being easy. Suppose I already forgave you, but have to continue to remind you that you never really knew I had a reason to hate you. Sad, but true. Knowing I remain affected by the evil remaining beside you, bothered by it because hand in hand you still walk aloof. Stupidity of unrequited love, and unconditional love in the process. I wouldn't cook